The biggest complaint that I hear about the Honda Rebel 1100 is the exhaust. It's big, it's ugly, and honestly, it's way too quiet on the road. So today, we're gonna fix that. This is the Coffman Thunder. Hi, and welcome back to Inland Two-Weight Adventures. My name is Chris, and it's finally riding season here in Northern Idaho, so you know what that means. It's time for some bike upgrades. Now, last year in this video, I talked about one of the things I hated most about the Rebel 1100 was the exhaust, how it's just way too quiet when you're riding down the road. So today we're gonna fix all of that with the Coffman Thunder exhaust. Now, just to be transparent, I reached out to Coffman's after doing a lot of research over the winter to see if I could review their exhaust. They were kind enough to send one out to me, but this video is not sponsored and they have not seen this video beforehand. Everything you see in this review will be my honest impressions. All right, let's get started. All right, so we'll take a quick look at this exhaust here. Just gonna do a quick unboxing here. The wind is out today, so it's a little crazy. So we're gonna try to not have everything blow away. So this is one of the best parts right there. Made in the USA. So one of the reasons why I chose Coffman was because I had heard a lot of good things about them. They are a family-run company. Everything's made in the United States, and they have excellent customer service. So when I reached out, Wyatt Coffman himself got back to me within a day, and I was just blown away. So all that stuff just really resonates with me, you know, local small business. And so, yeah, I'm just really excited about this partnership. But so there it is. It's a really nice looking exhaust. I think it'll pair nicely on the bike here. So here's a little comparison of what it looks like kind of up against the stock. That's so crazy. So it's gonna look, I think, a lot nicer. And the build quality is excellent. These weld points are really great. The painting on the outside looks really good. Overall, I'm really happy. This is an excellently made piece of equipment right here. So some of the competition too, you got Vance & Hines, which is a good sounding exhaust as well, but it's actually more expensive. This is $440. The Vance & Hines, I want to say, is like $506, $507. I'll put the number on the screen. And then you also have the Two Brothers exhaust, which I don't even know if they're still making it anymore. It's been perpetually out of stock for a really long time, but I want to say that one's in the $600 range. So really, your value for money is excellent with the Coffmans. I couldn't be happier with how this looks so far. So the installation is pretty easy. You get everything you need in this package here. So we have more clamps and bolts and hardware here. There is some instructions in the box as well. I kind of looked over that real quick before I started shooting. Looks very simple to do. So for the installation, it looks like it's going to be pretty simple. It's one bolt there, looks like a couple behind this little heat shield here, and this should just slide off, and then the Coffman slide in and use the exact same anchor points. So overall, it should be a fairly easy install. It should only take about a half an hour or maybe even less than that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is not an installation video. There's plenty of those out there. This is more about how it's going to sound, how it's going to enhance the bike, and just overall how it looks. So let's go and put it on, and then I'll be right back. I'm going to interrupt this video for just a second. If you've been wanting to support this channel and join the crew, there are two great ways that you can do just that. First off, we have a merch store. Hats, shirts, hoodies, and stickers if you want to rep the channel on your rides. And if you want to go a step further, we've got channel memberships, which give you early access to videos, behind the scenes stuff, and other great perks. No pressure at all. Just watching these videos helps a ton. But if you want to support the ride, these options are out there. Okay, let's get back to it. Yeah, that sounds so good. Now, you might or you might not know that this exhaust has a silencer kind of pre-built in it, and I decided to leave that in because I'm trying to find that sweet spot of making the bike sound better, have it a little bit louder, but I don't want to piss off my neighbors. I want to be a good neighbor. So I'm trying to find that sweet spot. I think I found it, and maybe sometime down the road I'll remove the silencer just to try it out, but I'm not planning on doing that yet, especially not right now. I kind of want to test it out, see how I feel, you know, for a couple of months with it this way, but already it sounds so good. And then one thing my dad and I noticed, he was with me when I installed it just a little bit ago, and maybe it's like a placebo effect, but it seemed to both of us that when we first started it for the first time and then started it other times after that, gosh, yeah, I like that sound, that it just seemed to us like it was sounding better and better as we kept starting it, almost like the ECU was like figuring things out with it. Like I said, I don't know if that's a thing or if that's just like some sort of placebo effect. It was just something that he and I both noticed as we started it, let it run, and then stopped it, and then started it again to listen to it again, and like 3 or 4 times in over the course of 20 or so minutes. And he and I both kind of had that feeling, and without kind of talking to the other one until after. I think he brought it up first, said, gosh, is it just me, or does this sound like better? So, and I was like, yeah, you know, I was thinking the same thing. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a thing or not. I'm sure somebody out there knows more than me about a lot of stuff, and it'd be interesting to find out if that's actually something that's legitimate or not. Ooh yeah, listen to that rumble. So I kind of chose this route for the riding test for you guys just because I just wanted to kind of do what it was like to do like normal kind of commuting, you know, that kind of thing, just to kind of get a baseline of what it sounds like. I have lots of other videos where I'm riding in areas very similar to this with the stock. And I can tell you right now, this already sounds, I can tell the volume difference. I can hear it a lot better in my helmet. The sound of it is so awesome. It's so beefy sounding, and my dad loved it too. He's not one to like change out parts in motorcycles or other things. He always keeps his stuff stocked, and he just went on and on and on about how much he liked it. And then then I'll let him do a little test right here in a few, and he can tell me what he thinks. We'll get on a little bit here. Yeah, I like that. Ooh. It's like you can't help it but to kind of get on it a little bit, you know? It does sound good. I hope you guys can hear it through my helmet okay. Even at this slow speed stuff, I'm liking it. Ooh, you hear those pop? Nice. Snap, crackle, pop while doing the downshifting. Very nice. You don't get too much of that with stock. Let's do it again. Oh, started doing it. It's awesome. Definitely it's just a lot to like hear and pay attention to. But yeah, what a fun mod to do, and it was really easy. It was really easy. Coffman gave great instructions, and so we just followed that. The gasket on the stock exhaust is a pain. I knew that going into it, and so like it didn't, you know, mess up my my day or anything on that. I was prepared for that. We do a U-turn up here, and that thing was a pain to get off, but we did it. I would say from start to finish we're like 20 or 30 minutes in maybe. Well, I hope you guys can hear it pretty good through the helmet and without too much wind noise. We're using a new microphone system for this, so I hope that it all sounds good for you guys, and we'll go ahead and we're gonna go back and tie it all up. So here we go. So if you're in the market for a new exhaust for your Honda Rebel 1100, the Coffman Thunder is definitely one I'd recommend. For me, it was a huge upgrade, both in terms of looks and with the sound. I just can't get over how good it sounds when I'm on the road. A big thank you and shout out to Wyatt from Coffman's Exhaust for working with me and believing in this channel. I'll put a link to their website in the description, and for those of you that are watching on a TV, I'll have a QR code on the screen right here. A very special thank you to our channel members, and if you would like to support this channel, hit the join button below, or we'll have a link to our Patreon if that's more your style. So if you ride a Honda Rebel 1100, let me know in the comments. Are you running the stock exhaust or are you running something aftermarket? Please like this video and subscribe for more Inland Northwest adventures and of course Honda Rebel 1100 content, just like this video right here where I do the full complete review and breakdown of this bike. See you in the next one.